All right, you guys, I apologize. This was a clusterfuck of a start. That is because I had to run out to the bank during paperwork shit that did get taken care of, but
right, guys, I
it ended up taking longer, and then I got home and nobody cares, but so I used to stream on Streamlabs OBS, and now I am streaming straight up OBS for a variety of reasons. And in that, it has been kind of challenging. Pre-planned go as planned. But welcome to the show. This is God of War Inspirations. We'll be playing two of the physical copies. Talk about in a second that inspired the original God of War. My voice is coming and going. Experiencing what drop is. Hello, Dewdrop. Hello, Casey. Test. Sound a little quiet. You ever have one of those? Yeah, I don't know if you. I have a lot of those. Things just. Test. That should be better. That should be better. How's that, you guys? Better audio? Are we back? Are we working the way it should work now? Test. Hello, LZ Tusk. It is nice to see you. Test. How's it going? Okay, cool. AMC with no nickel. Come on now. All right. All right. I'm not going to eat on the stream. I just have to break this Jolly Rancher up real quick. Oh my God. Look. Nothing like a Jolly goddamn Rancher, all right? I'd say it's the best candy. Best candy of all time. True. All right, there we go. I'm ready for the show. Sorry, fellas. No, we are not going to be doing Twisted tonight. We are going to be doing it a couple more this week. I'll let you get all four of them in there. I'll tell you what, it is watermelon or strawberry, Casey. I really enjoyed that episode of Twisted Metal, the TV series last night. I'd kind of forgotten how much I was enjoying season 2. Pretty fucking good stuff. I like it. Okay. So, look, man. Before we get to the actual meat of the show, I wanted to show you something that I saw on the internet that I thought was pretty cool. Saros is out, obviously. A lot of you guys are playing it. I have yet to play it. My goal is to finish Pragmata and what's the other game I'm playing? Pragmata and Mouse, I think. And get to a certain level in Winrose before I start Saros. I really can't be playing brand new games right now. I feel overwhelmed with too many choices, and I don't feel compelled to finish games, but in the case of these games, I'm still having fun, and it feels really weird to just go, nope, I got to abandon it for another game. So I'm going to try to not get Saros yet, but I really liked this. The guy, I don't know how you say his name, who is the star of the game, the actor they've hired, he posted this on his Twitter account. Not that. It's not that. Hang on. Window capture display. Birdie, Gordy, birdie. Is that it? Nope. How about this? There we go. He says, 22 years ago, I used to stack shelves like these at Game Station in the UK. Now I'm on them. That's pretty cool, man. That's a pretty nice feeling, or it's got to be a nice feeling. This is the actor who plays the main dude in the game. That's awesome. And yes, I know before you tell me, yeah, that's Alana Pierce's boyfriend or whatever. I get it. But that's Raul is his name. Okay, cool. Hello, Anna G. Good to see you as always. If anybody out there is playing Winrose like I am and Anna G are, I'm going to be testing out a server for this company that sells server space. And I would like to see if you guys are interested in joining a little pirate group with me. Let me know. Send me a DM in the Discord or on Twitter. And it'll be sometime this week in the next handful of days. So we're going to go pirating and adventuring together. Yes, I did see the Resident Evil movie trailer. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. I'm excited for it because I love Resident Evil. I love I think the director's really talented. And the trailer looks decent. I don't watch the trailer and go, oh my fucking God, that looks staggering. But it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty fucking cool. Glamorous Frog says, did you ever play Shadow of Rome? I played it for maybe about 20 minutes when we got a demo in the office, and it really wasn't my cup of tea, so I moved on. But I know some people really, really like it. You know what I saw? Honestly, I'm not fucking around, that I did like today. Speaking of movie trailers, I am not a J-Lo. I don't dislike her. I have no issues with her, but I certainly don't follow the woman. But she has a new rom-com. They just dropped the trailer on Netflix called Office Date or whatever. And I was like, that looks pretty good. So, but the Resident Evil trailer looks okay. More talented than Paul Anderson? Yeah, I think so. Paul W.S. Anderson? Yeah. The PlayStation DRM thing was overblown, says Tyler. Same as the Resident Evil teaser reaction. What do you expect? It's Twitter. People are overdramatic. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. That's why I kind of don't really care as much these days about covering certain news stories. But I did want to cover this one because I thought this was kind of a sweet little nice little story. KP Projection says, big fan of your show. Can't wait to see you play Blinks. That'll be a cold day in hell, sir. That'll be a cold goddamn cockadoodie day in hell, but thank you, buddy. You know we appreciate that, Links. The trailer looks good. Just want to see them lean into the IP more, says KP. I mean, yeah, it doesn't feel very Resident Evil-y, but, whatever. Okay, so listen, I want to tell you what this is. If you're just joining us, and I do appreciate that, the sponsor of our show the next few months, and hopefully it's the beginning of a beautiful relationship, but I like these fellas. They've had this business for over 10 years. Retro Game Treasure. Here's what they do. They'll send you a brand spanking new Pixel box every month. Now, this beautiful box that you see right here is filled with 3 to 5 video games delivered right to your door. They're for you to keep. They're guaranteed to work. They're retro games dating all the way back to the Atari 2600 and the Intellivision from Mattel. And what's really fun about this service is if you sign up, or once you sign up, you can tell them all the games you already own. You can tell them on your wish list the consoles that you want games for. You can tell them specifically the games you want. And then you go down actually to your preferences, which is where the magic happens. And you're able to say, I love these kinds of games, beat 'em ups, arcade classics, shooters, horror games, blah, blah, blah. You can tell them themes that you like: fantasy, Disney, sci-fi, superheroes, skateboarding, wrestling, what have you. Tell them the consoles that you want games for, and then tell them there's a bunch of bonus round things, like if you like peripherals, mature games, import games, and then you can kind of fill out even more information. And then they will take that information, and they will also take their own very deep understanding of the retro market, and they will make you a box just for you, for your heart's content, for the kid within. It's Christmas every week or every month, as the box comes to your door. So what these guys have done, we're going to be doing a handful of boxes. Next month, we're going to be doing underrated horror treasures. But this month, we have done a box, or they have done a box for me, that is a box that represents games that inspired the original Twisted Metal 2025 game design. some of the obvious ones are not in this box. I asked them not to do that. I don't need to play Onimusha again, the first one, or Eco or Devil May Cry. Those are the obvious inspirations. The inspirations in this box are a little less overt. And we covered a couple of them 2 days ago. And I'll show you what we got in the box. This is what they sent me. They sent me this game, which I was so thrilled. We played this the other day, how amazing this holds up. Onimusha 3 is so fun. It is still so fucking fun. It really holds up and works. That we played the other day on the stream. They sent me this game, The Two Towers. And I explained how these were inspirations on those videos. But this was good. This holds up, does pretty well. Hello, Kid Rampage. And then the two games they sent that we're playing today are these. And I'll explain when we get to them why they inspired us. Godai Elemental Force, which I imagine if you ask anybody on the team, they'll say, what? I don't even know what that game is. But this was inspiring to me, and we'll play this one first today, and I'll explain to you why. And then the game that's kind of controversial, because a lot of people thought we ripped this game off, Rygar from Tecmo, is something we will play. We'll probably spend a lot more time with Rygar because it's actually a very, very good game. But we'll talk about that in just a second. But we're going to pop in, like I said, these are guaranteed to work. Godai Elemental Force. Let's bring that up. Let me turn on the Elgato, and we'll get rolling. 1 second. It has been so delightful to just get up and put the disc in the thing, and it works. So I know it's like, yeah, Jaffe, that's what we've been telling you, us retro gamers. I have not been a physical gamer for a very, very long time, but getting back into these with Retro Game Treasure has been really delightful. Just the frictionless experience of diving in is a lot of fun. J Style says, now I have to decide whether to play Saros or crap open a bourbon and chill and watch Papa Jaffe. I'd take the latter, baby. That's what I would do, good Sir J Styles. Any films inspire your games? Yes. And especially as it relates to God of War, there's a whole video on this channel that maybe I'll kind of resurface, put a new title on it, put a new thumbnail, and put it up later in the week. But yes, I've made a handful of videos about the movies and pop cultural aspects that have been very inspiring. Okay. All right, let me grab this. I will be right back, but you'll see it boot up. You'll hear that beautiful PS2 boot up sound in just a moment. It's so easy and simple and fast to get. I kind of forgot how delightful. Okay. Now let me talk to you about this game, why this made the list, right? So make sure the audio is up here. Okay. And by the way, if you are interested in, well, let's watch the trailer. Let's see what the story's about here. For the spirit of the clan, it is a time of peace, prosperity, and joy. A prince is born to the king, guardian of the elements, and the queen. The king is the keeper of the elemental spirit, of course, protector of the 5 elements. But you see, there are dark forces who lust for power of the elements. Ka, fire. It's one of the elements, as you can see here. Windy Tune, I'll address your comment in a second. I'm gonna tell you something interesting you may not know. Hang on. Yeah, this game is like 25 years old. 25, 24. It's funny that 3DO was trying to make a game like this because they were a really terrible publisher and terrible developer. But something got in, a bee in their bonnet, wind, that they thought they could go head to head with Onimusha. Come on. These guys were just terrible developers. I know if you were a young kid, a lot of young kids have an affinity and a nostalgia for things like Army Men. But, okay, by the way, what I was going to say to Wendy about intros is when we were making PS1 games, I don't know about 2, but it probably stayed the same with 2 as well. We actually had to have intros, which was called attract modes, because a lot of times the games would be on a kiosk at Toys R Us or at GameStop or whatever. And if you just leave this alone for about, I think it was a TRC for PlayStation, if you don't touch the controller for about 20 minutes, or sorry, about 5-6 minutes, it'll play that same thing again. So it kind of serves as an ad, is what it is. But anyway, the reason this one is on the list, Godai Elemental Force, is because this was out in 2002. The PlayStation 2, I think, came out the Christmas season of 2000. So it had been out for about a year or so, a little over a year. And we were right in the thick of the beginnings of designing God of War. And I had never made a game like God of War. I remember asking one of the combat guys, like none of us knew. I was like, hey, why is it in fighting games, not fighting games, but combat games like Onimusha and stuff, why does the animation when you hit the attack always move the character forward? And we were like, I remember we were at dinner in Santa Monica going, I don't know why they do that. I mean, that's how little we knew about making video games. And now obviously it became obvious very quickly, which is if you rely on the player to push forward every time you hit the attack button, it's gonna feel stiff and sluggish, and you'll be like, why am I not tracking with the enemy, right? But we didn't know anything. So I saw this game come out. It was a character-based action game on the PS2. And I was like, well, this was getting absolutely terrible reviews. And I haven't gone to Metacritic in a while. I'll go right now. I'm curious if we went. But I remember playing it and going, why is this bad? I want to know. And I want to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes this did. So I got the game at Blockbuster for the weekend. I played it while I was reading a number of the reviews. And I remember making notes of like, don't do this, don't do that, be worried about this. In fact, I'm looking on Reddit right now. Godai Elemental Force has won most hated game in some poll that they had, which I thought was interesting. But let's see if there's a review of this. Yeah, Godai right now is sitting at a 27 on Metacritic. A 27. Like everybody else in the office has said at one point when I was playing, says the IGN review, I wish this game would go die. So, I don't remember why this game is so bad, but alas, it seems like it is. And that's the story about how this game inspired God of War, which is here's a game of things not to do. I'm not going to sit here and beat up on it. I'm going to approach it with an open mind, and we'll see what we see. David Seeger says, is it really that bad? I don't remember. I remember I played it and took notes. So, all right, well, let's do a new game. Okay, I think we've already... nope, 20 years later. Darkness fills the land when it's night. Because it's dark out. Joey says my stepbrother gave me a pirated copy of this game. I do remember it was pretty bad. Did your brother not like you very much? It's like, here, happy birthday, idiot. Like, this is one of those things where you know somebody on the team really loved like martial arts movies and all this stuff. And they were like, I want to do that. I want to do what Onimusha's doing. I want to do what Capcom's doing. And somehow they got the green light. And they must have been just heartbroken making this whole fucking thing. Is this the game with the giant crabs? No, that is called, that's a PS3 launch game called, what the fuck is that thing called? I don't remember, but it's not this one. I'll say Jaffe. What is that thing called, you guys? Is Madhouse coming back? No, not proper Madhouse at the moment. But I'm always interested in those topics and finding a way to talk about them. Especially since I've gotten Genji, that's it. Especially since I've gotten so bored of talking about traditional, just straight up video game news. But I still love doing the streams. So I'm trying to figure out what that kind of thing is going to be. Okay, here we go. Wow. Let me move this mouse.
None shall pass.
Oh, okay. All right, I have control of the guy. I don't have camera controls at all at the moment. Okay, so my first take is, wow, the camera's terrible. I mean, I want you to think about this. This is the first moment that the player is given control. They get the game home. They're excited about the game. They put it in, and none shall pass. It's like, dude, why even have him speak at that point? Because it's so off-putting. And then, yes, the camera, which I cannot control, I don't think. I don't think I have any control over the camera. There's a block. I don't think I have a lock on. That's the jump. Look at it. Look how floaty. And I think it's meant to be floaty, like wire work movies and things. I think. Okay, let me... Where's my punch? Okay, kick punch. So in this case, I am just spamming the X button. Okay, so, wow. So... Okay, hang on. So the first thing, my guess, is what I said when I was going through this with my notes. I don't have those notes anymore. Is what a terrible way to open a game. And the combat feels so unsatisfying. It doesn't feel fun to press the button to do the combos. I guess... Okay, what is that? That's... I'm trying to figure out how to do my magic. Is it this thing? Okay, can I click on this and read a sign? Did you guys have in mind, hey Ludo, thank you for the super chat, to put fighting game mechanics like stun block, stun positive, negative frame on guard after they hit you or block? I cannot speak to Corey and Eric and Derek and Richard Fogey on that. I can just tell you that I wanted the combat to feel really good and cool. And I said to them, like, I don't even know how to jump up here. I said that, you know, I wanted it to be very responsive, more so than most games. So I wanted you, not for every attack, but almost every attack, I wanted you to be able to break out of the attack at any moment with the right stick and stuff. But in terms of the specifics of stun locks and certain, invulnerability frames and stuff, that really, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was going for more of the tone. Okay, I mean, this is terrible. And I'm glad I played it, though, because like I said, I played this, and it's hard to explain if you're not playing it, but he controls so chunky. And even look at the animation of the punch. There's no effects on it. There's no sense of reach to it. So it doesn't... And there's a weird kind of...
None shall pass.
None shall pass. Here we are again. And it reminds me, you know, obviously games like Mark of Kree and Rise of the Kasai were genuinely good games, but they were very animation driven, and I don't think this is, but it has that same sluggish feel, like it wants you to wait and finish the animation before you get to control the character some more. And yeah, the camera's abysmal. So, but thank you for that, David K. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Okay, so I don't even know where these bad guys are. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What is this thing? Do I pick it up? Do I hit it? I mean, there's talk about Metroid Dread onboarding. It's terrible onboarding. I don't know. I just step on it and it plays voices. I know. I'm assuming what's happening is they're spawning people. Oh, there he is. He up there? Okay, what is that? What happened there? Oh, that's an attack. That's a special attack he's got, I guess. Okay. Wind. Okay. I mean, you're about to see once we put on... Oh, Addy Pie, shut up, you troll. No, it's not how it looks. I'm not... It's a PS2, early PS2 game. Now, I will tell you there were PS2 games that look better. Twisted Metal Black came out a year before this, and Twisted Metal Black looked better. But I'm not hating on it because of that. I don't think it looks terrible. I think it... Like, the combo, the control... is really abysmal, and like that, why am I getting a... See, watch... I mean, I know this sounds like a minor nitpick, but it matters. I'm going to tell you now when I hit the button, and the button I hit is the square button, right? Watch this, and it's supposed to be a dodge, I think. Watch how long there's a delay before he starts to move. Watch this. See that? Like, zoom. It's like, why do I want that? And then here's this very strange jump. You can't attack in the air as far as I can tell. Maybe you can unlock it. All right, what's this? But again, though, I wanted, you know, I had never made a game like this. So I was just kind of like, I want to learn what a bad game is, because that was my biggest fear. I just did not want people to hate on the game. And so I'm sure already, as you can tell, that this was an absolute masterclass in shit. And you know what controls better? If you guys are familiar with the Mortal Kombat collection that just came out from Atari, or one of their publishers, the floor looks nice. That's pretty good. That's like that was the one thing they did well. Okay.
You've been warned.
Okay. Oh my God, what are you doing, man? Well, let me move around before you kill me. Okay. Yeah. And I don't even know... Okay, what is it? Is that a dodge? What is that? I don't even know what this game... Okay, there's a block. But Mortal Kombat Special Forces Jax, which was a PS1 game, controls better than this game. Like, it's more fun to control than... Can I destroy these or no? And you know, it's funny. I mean, oh, Jesus. Come on now. You know, what's funny is, you know, how many games they cancel these days. Oh, my God. Like, can you imagine this game? Imagine being canceled in the PS2 era. Like, if this could ship and make it to completion, you had to be probably one of the worst goddamn games in town. It's so not responsive. I don't even know how to... Oh, and you may pass now. Okay. The shiny floor is nice, yeah. Can I destroy anything? Is this going to hurt me? Yep. That hurts me for some... Okay, wait, I can destroy that one. Come over here, maybe. Was the PS3 that much of a nightmare? I mean, I wasn't a programmer, and frankly, the guys that we worked with were exceptional programmers. The guys at Eat Sleep Play making Twisted Metal, they were just really some of the best 3D guys in the business. And while they struggled with it, we didn't have the same problem. A lot of these, a lot of these guys were kind of bedroom coders and stuff that got into video games. But the guys at Eat Sleep Play were some of the pioneers of 3D real time doing military sims. And they had come from that world. They were not, a bunch of guys who got together and wanted to make video games. And so these guys were, computer scientists and really skilled and really talented. Okay, so I think I can... What is the jump button? Is that the jump? Because didn't I raise this thing over here? This thing? I really don't understand how the jump works. That's a slide. Okay, that's the jump. Okay. Okay, I have to hold it? Yeah, you hold it. Okay. I'm going to jump over the steps. Okay. Ooh, okay, well, that's good. Why is the frame rate so abysmal, though?
What the? Ah, fresh meat!
Wow. And you can't really read what's happening either, so it's hard to know if I should be spamming or blocking or... Oh my god, that does it. What is the matter with you guys? If you're gonna... clearly the guy who made this game loves this genre of film. Why would you allow lines like fresh meat and that does it? What? What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, what's in here? For how bad this game will look, says Carlos, I would honestly like to see a remake rather than a good game getting a remake. I did read somebody talking about this. The idea that if you're going to do all these remakes, same thing with movies, why don't you remake movies that didn't work, but they had a lot of cool ideas and potential? I would agree with that. There's no way, says Kyle Steffi, the people who made this didn't know it was this bad. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm sure there's some truth to that, but in the same way it's really hard to tune your own game because you get muscle memory, it gets to a point where it's hard to judge your own game as well. Let's put it this way. I remember a couple of days before Drawn to Death came out, and we were taking bets in the office of, what kind of reviews it was going to get. And so, not all of us thought it was the next great classic, but nobody thought it was going to get the horrid reviews that it ended up getting. So, I don't know, man. Maybe people, and a lot of times when you're on a dev team, it becomes really difficult to, you'll have successes that really are crucial at a working level, but they don't really make a bit of difference when it comes to the game. So, you may have solved a really cool technical problem and the team loves you and you're a rock star and you go home for the weekend feeling great. But those are things the player's not going to know, that you crushed a really hard bug. So it's also important to kind of keep that in mind when you're making a game or any creative product, that sometimes just the basic craft of getting it done feels like a win, and it is, but, the audience, that's just the basic expectations. I'm not quite sure. So that's, hang on, where's my block? Is that a block? Okay, now I have this attack. I don't understand how these things work. Although, you know what I could do because it was a different time, my friends. Read the manual. It's while the making of God of War I read Tim Moss was having trouble getting combat mechanics down after playing Blink. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker. Thank you for the super chat, you son of a bitch. Okay, let's see. How do I do by the way, his name is Hero, but it's Hiro. Come on now. Okay, melee weapons. Yeah, but how do I do it? Magic. Hang on. Hero learns to control the elements. He gains special magical abilities. I love manuals, though. Even for a shit game like this, the idea of, like I've said this before, but like just going home, riding home in the car with your parents and shit, and just being like you and your brother and your friend, we would go to Service Merchandise and get a new game. And then we would all go out to like Red Lobster at the top of the hill in Village East, in Alabama and in Birmingham. And we would be waiting for food and eating, but we would just be obsessing over the manual. And I love manuals, man. I adore them. I'm trying to find how I use this magic, though. So, okay, hang on. So, projectile attack, magic attack is R2. Cycle learned magic attacks. Okay, maybe. All right, let's see what we got. I am enjoying this game more than I thought I would. I mean, it's really charmingly awful, but so far they're putting enough new things in front of me. Okay, so let's see. That's a projectile. I guess maybe I don't have a magic attack. That's my block. That's my very weird jump. Which you really can't attack from. These I don't think I can just.
Not a place for the living.
Wait, where'd my shit go, man? Did I lose my axes or whatever those were? I am so glad I got to come up playing video games in the generation I did. I find them so much more just. Oh no! What? What are they saying? Yeah, the controller's much smaller. Wait, what? What the fuck just happened?
Look good.
No, it doesn't make any sense is what it doesn't. Let me see. Can I go over here? Why is he upset? Okay. Oh, is that like hot shit? No. No. Come on, man. Get up there. What's that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? No!
Not like I need it.
Well, it sounds like you might need it, you whore. I'm not entirely sure. Like, even that, like, I'm trying to pound the projectile. Watch this. I'll just say hit every time I'm hitting it, but watch how delayed it is. There's one hit. There's another one hit. Like, there's some weird delay it's making me go through. But yeah, what I was going to say is now he has his shit again, his knives. The combat is so visually messy that it's hard to tell when I should block anyway. Because look at his animation. Look how non-clean it is. It just looks like a bunch of noise. And so when he's hitting on somebody, you're kind of like, do I block? Because I can't read any of this guy's attacks or tells. So wait, what is the... Okay, that's food. Okay, well, what's in there? Oh. But this does kind of remind me of like of an old arcade game or something, which is kind of cool.
A trap!
A trap? What's different about this than anything else? Whoa, what's that? Give me that. Yeah, so Hero just got knocked out. What from this game inspired God of War? Well, like I said at the intro, this was a game that we knew was terrible that I played in order to learn all the things we needed to avoid, like what not to do. Okay, so those things have a number on them now, right? So that just went down. But I wonder, is it every time I just hit somebody with it, it goes from 35 to 34? Yep, that's what it is. Okay, but what if I don't want to waste these right now? Can I choose something else? Okay. How do I go down? Okay, now I can save that. Okay. I mean, I don't know. It's not as... So far, it's not as shit terrible as I remembered. But, like, see that? I don't even know... Okay, there's my block. Okay, hit me again. Okay, so block definitely helps. What's this guy doing up there? But yeah, I can't... It's really hard to tell when it's time to block. And maybe you were asking, like, do you think the people working on this knew it was bad? Like, here I am now playing it, and you kind of get into a mindset of you're just kind of playing, and, you know, you're kind of like, okay, you know, it's good. It's not good, but it's engaging enough that I don't really think about how much better other games are when you're just committed to playing this one. But it's only in comparison you're like, oh my God, this is abysmally terrible. Yeah, I don't think so, Carlos.
What the?
I mean, if that's the case, look at the reviews. We looked at the Metacritic when we started. In a second, when we play Rygar, you'll see the... Okay, what happened there? I don't... Okay, this is bad guy stuff. I don't want to touch the ground. I mean, the game has a 2.7 out of 10 rating, so... Oh, Anna G, you got your PS2 out to play again? What are you going to play on it? I've really enjoyed going back to this PS2, man. It takes forever to line one of those up. Have you played the George Saros game? No, not yet. Everyone's playing it right now. They say it's great, but I've just got too many games I'm playing. But I will get around to it because I loved Returnal. I don't know, man. It's just some junk.
Not like I need it.
Okay, what an asshole this guy. See, when the camera's like this, aimed down, at least I can kind of see when the enemies are attacking and I can block. What's crazy is this game came out the same year that Lord of the Rings 2 Towers from EA came out. And it's night and day in terms of just quality, you know? It's crazy. No. I just want to see if I can get to the boss, if there even is a boss, before we jump over to Rygar. You know, he's got a big, No, don't kill me. Oh, I guess, I want to see what this magic is. So we know what one of his attacks is, right? Which is, let's see, we can do this. I'm not sure why I can't. Oh, there we... Is that it? Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, so let's see. How do I do the magic? Okay. Game Mill. Yeah, exactly. Come on now. This game came out in 2002. I don't remember when Kingdom Hearts came out, but that seems right. Yeah, I'm glad Gertzman's saying that, because that's why I was interested in picking it up, Relax. Because I just could not play the other one. I think you can destroy these. I think they're breakable, but... Oh, there's a sword. Let's get that. Okay, so... I still don't quite know how I'm supposed to move. Alright, here we go. Oh, right. Devil May Cry in 2001. I mean, can you imagine making this? And just going, what are we doing? What are we doing, you guys?
This is it.
This is where Forresto cashed in. Right. Okay. Now I have no control. This must be a boss or something.
Alert the others!
I mean, hell, even Tenshu came out before this game. Which, I mean, obviously Tenshu's not as advanced as this game in terms of what you can do, in terms of how far you can see, but even Tenshu's a better game, even after all that time. Because Tenshu was PS1. This is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Alright, now where are we going? Yeah, I wonder who directed this game. I wonder if they're still working in video games or what.
Match for our element.
The hell?
Your death is at hand. Wind.
Okay. Well, yeah, Tenchu was on PS1, man. Oh shit, he's got a little sigh. That's kind of cool. Okay, so that... I don't know how to change the... Oh man, the controls are weird. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you go to Retro Game Treasure, which I recommend doing very, very much, if you're into retro games, build your collection with those guys, and you put in Jaffe 10 at checkout, you get 10% off your first month. That ain't too shabby, boys. That ain't too shabby at all. Okay. Fahrenheit. I you know what? Depressed to impress. I did play a little bit of it, and I'll be honest, I just did not. I felt it was. I didn't care for it. I felt it was when Smoke and Shuriken. Okay, the minute David Cage came out and was like on a soundstage and was like, "Hello, I'm the director," I was like, "Okay, I'm out." I mean, I played a few more minutes, like in the, I think it was a diner, but I'm like, "Are you kidding me? And it's like, you're making a video game, dude. You don't need to be on a virtual sound stage. But he had the team model a sound stage. And I'm like, you understand you don't need a sound stage. It was so egocentric, so gross. I've never heard of Arabian Nights, the game.
Alert the others.
Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready to jump to the next game? Or are you guys still enjoying, or are you enjoying this at all, watching this being played? I do want to play Detroit Become Human, because I've not played that yet. Okay, let's see. Let's go up here. I want to explore a bit. Thank you, Anna G. Appreciate it, buddy, for the link.
Which way?
Okay, I guess I have to... Oh, come on! Oh, I'm just... Okay, well, you can go fuck right off, man. Okay, okay, well, you know... Let's go back. No, well, don't restart me here.
Which way?
Wish I knew. Okay, oh, almost. Oh, thank God. Here we go.
Which way?
Yeah, it's very wonky, Morgan.
Which way?
Okay, well, I can't go.
Which way?
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Oh, yeah, Devil May Cry 1 and 2 were better games. Again, that's why I'm playing this game. I'm playing this game because I'm telling you. This was what we didn't want to do. We wanted to be careful we would not make these mistakes. And I mean, I don't think we ever would have. Is there a map? I don't think so. I don't think we ever would have made the mistakes that these guys made, but...
Are you for real? Are you for real?
Oh, he's got a little taunt button.
Is that all you got?
Oh, no.
Are you for real?
Ow. Okay.
Which way?
I mean... Are you shitting me with this?
Which way?
Okay, I'm going to try one more time.
Which way?
This is a game you can tell they didn't play test. What the fuck? I mean,
which way?
I have no idea what he's hitting.
Which way?
Okay, I'm assuming this way. Maybe I can jump up?
Which way?
Oh, come on.
Check it out. Here.
All right, let's just see where they restart me. I never played Jade Empire. I played the demo, but that's it. All right, let's just go to continue. Oh, okay. I just want to see if there's a boss. I love Dante's Inferno, and when I had it on Game Pass, I was streaming it, but they removed it off Game Pass, so... and I don't have a PS3.
Get him!
I mean, what? Yeah, the UI is terrible. Somebody should look up, if you don't mind, look up who directed this. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what they're doing now. Okay, that just resets your weapon, maybe? Maybe? Let's see. Yeah, same weapon. This feels like early PS1? Yeah, but it's PS2. Well, Gun, nobody ever... That's not a gotcha, dude. Everybody knows in a subscription service, sometimes things are going to get removed. Okay. It's not like people bought Game Pass and were like, I didn't know they were ever going to remove stuff.
That's better.
I guess the thing is, though, to me, that thing never really bothered me, right? Because I'm like, oh no, whatever will I do? I can't play whatever that game is, Dante's Inferno. Which is not to say that sucks, but, you know, there's a million games to play. Oh yeah, Nightmare, DMC 1 and Onimusha, 1,000 times. This game's junk compared. I mean, this game's a terrible game. Like, I'm trying to think, if I was a kid that took this home from Blockbuster and I was like 9 or 10, you know, I could see myself, if I really liked the theme of it, you know, it seems to hold together. And maybe back then there were, if I'm remembering correctly, you know, there weren't so many games that occupied your entire life, so you needed something to play. And so maybe they're like, okay, well, maybe this will be a third choice if the kid already finished Onimusha 1 or something. I don't know, man.
A trap!
David Fruin directed this. Okay, so what did he go on to do after? Does anybody know? What? Like, does he still work in games, or we don't know? Okay.
You are no match for our element.
Killing Time 2024. That's the last game he worked on.
Not like I need it.
Wow. This is horrible.
What the?
Who wrote this? Somebody went out and saw Kill Bill, I guess. I want that, though. Give me that. He worked on it as a he did the original Army Men. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, okay. So am I full? Yeah, okay. Like, I wonder if he just didn't care. Like, I wonder if he was like, dude, I get paid $80K back in, like, whenever, 2000. I go home at 5 o'clock. Like, I wonder, like, if you're a director of a game like this, like, I wonder what motivates you and what, especially if you stay at the company, right?
Alert the others. None shall pass.
I mean, it's what I'll say is it's engaging enough that I'm not like, oh my god, I'm so fucking bored. Because you guys know me, I'd stop playing it. But I'm kind of almost more curious, like what's gonna happen, like where do they go with this game? What if he worked 80 hours and did the grind? Would he just suck more? I mean, are you kidding? He did design on Halo Infinite? Are you joking? I know a lot of you guys don't like Halo Infinite. I did like it. I thought it was pretty good. But I know a lot of you guys are like, you know, hardcore Halo fans don't like it, which I can respect. But I just want to see what the boss is. There has to be a boss, right?
This doesn't look good.
Well,
Your death is at hand. He's around here somewhere.
he's right there. Okay, well, you can't go up there. I guess we're going to go this way. See, this is one of the things we had to solve with God of War, which was, what if you just start running through the enemies after you get bored of fighting them? And we took that solution from Devil May Cry. But this is just like, nah, you can just run past the enemies if you don't want to fight them. It's like, okay. Oh my god, come on, let's go. I don't invest in Bitcoin, no.
What are those ninja doing? This doesn't look good.
What was that? Check it out.
That does it.
You may pass.
It's not just clearly not a finished product. It's clearly like I mean again, it's sitting at a 27. Godai sucks in ways, says Electric Playground, that mankind was never intended to know, and exposure to its sheer awfulness. I'm looking at the review. Will leave deep emotional scars that may never completely heal, even with years of intensive therapy. Stay away, stay far away. All right, let's just see what the next level is, and then we'll move on. I'm just curious. I don't even think it looks like an alpha. I just want to see what's next. Yeah, 3.0 is always sloppy. Yeah, it's not just dated. No, this is a game in 2002. There were great games out. Anthony, I've never played Mind's Eye. Okay, this is just more of the same. Oh, there's a new enemy.
This doesn't look good.
Oh my god, dude. Tommy Tallarico, yes. Doug Tenapple, not really. Only on Twitter. And I'm not really a fan of his, not that I have to agree with people in their politics, but he's kind of very loud about, a lot of his kind of takes on things that I find offensive, but you know. All right.
A trap!
Jesus Christ, what is this game? All right, that's all I can take. That's all I can take. All right. We are now going to put away one of the worst games on the PS2, which inspired us from a standpoint of what not to do. Making notes of this is what it means. You don't want to feel like this team. If your game comes out and gets shit on by the reviewers like this game got shit on. And so now we're going to go to the story of Rygar in just a second. By the way, totally different. No, not Tommy Tallarico, Tinapple. This game now to enjoy. You guys know this game. It's like a new gacha game, right? Has anybody played this? I think, isn't this kind of the open world anime kind of thing? All right, Glamorous Frog, good to see you, buddy. Let me go change games out. We'll talk about Rygar in a second. But before we do, let me know. I'm just curious about this game. Is this something worth playing or not? I mean, so easy. Get up, turn on the PlayStation. This game, you're off the fucking race. Those are the days. Haven't played it. No. Are you going to play NTE? I don't know. I don't really know what it is. I mean, I know it's a gacha game, right? It's a free to play gacha game, but is it something worth giving a shit about, or is it just, it looks fun, supernatural urban open world, but like that other game that has the alliteration that had a great world as well, but I got bored of it pretty quickly. Let me see if this is on GeForce, so I don't have to download it. What is this thing called? NTE. Okay. I don't want that. Don't want that. Oh, I don't want that. God damn it. Too many things open on my screen. Okay, come back. I want this. All right, hang on. All right, what is this called? NTE. Somebody was asking about Far Far West. I played Far Far West demo, and I kind of liked it, but it's more of a game you want to play with other people, right? All right, it's not on there yet, so let's check out NTE 5. Let's see if anybody's streaming it right now.
Or other characters seem to appear. So when you use combi ultimate, you can use ultimate again. Really? Map. Oh, you can call this already. Oh. Ah, there's music when you pilot it. Just like Wuthering.
All right, well, all right, here we go. Splatoon Raiders, yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, I liked Far Far West. I just didn't like not playing it with anyone else. Edgemaster, I did see the Ari movie trailer and I liked it. But you know, I wasn't blown away by it, but I did enjoy it. Ian says, Jaffe, your patience on the locale shows blows my mind. Listening to what you have to say, but the drama is so manufactured. Well, we don't usually do we don't usually do drama on the shows I'm on. Today was kind of a weird thing. I'm like, why are these people calling in and doing all that stuff? But yeah, it's certainly not my cup of tea. Okay, let's talk about this other game. Okay, so now Rygar, and again, this is a game that we got from Retro Game Treasure. Thank you for sending us these delightful games. All the links to them, including the discount code, if you want to subscribe to this great service, are down below in the about this video. And we will also be doing this again next month, but with a different theme box they're going to send, which I think we're going with underrated gems of the PS1, PS2 horror genre. And so I'm really excited to see what games they send with the list that I've given them of criteria and things like that. So, hello, Illuminati. But the last game we're going to look at in this particular category is Rygar. Now, Rygar pisses me off a little bit because no matter what I do, and no matter what I say to people, I go out of my way. I say we were influenced by Onimusha, Onimusha 3, Devil May Cry, Eco, these games that we've played, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, Onimusha, even Godai. And so it's not like I'm somebody that's like, I'm trying to lie to people because I don't want anyone to think we had influences. But for some reason, there are people on the internet that are insistent that we rip this game off. And I'm trying to lie about it. So here's what I'll tell you. Rygar got on our radar very close to its release. This was not like a game that Tecmo was out banging the drum for years about. It was like a couple of months. And so I was terrified because when I realized they were making a game like we were, especially because this is a Greek mythology game. And you'll see when I load it up, it is about a character in the Greek myths. And I'm like, oh my God, we're so fucked, right? We're just fucked. I mean, we weren't going to cancel the game, but that was disappointing. We wanted to be the ones that got to the Lost Ark first, and so it was on our radar that way. And, when I make games, I'm always terrified someone's going to beat me to the punch with some of the things that I think are really clever and interesting that no one's done before. But when I got to play this, I liked it, but I did not find a lot of influence in this. And people say, well, what about the Blades of Chaos? The Blades of Chaos in God of War came directly from the Scarf and Shinobi. And us needing to find, he originally had a sword. Kratos had a sword. The only reason we changed to these weapons is one of our designers, Joe Wright, we were all trying to figure out how to make Kratos visually pop. And I showed them Shinobi and I said, we need something like the Scarf. And Joe said, well, why don't we put his swords on the end of these chains that he can swing around? And so it never occurred to us, certainly not me, I can't speak for Joe, but none of us were like, what about how Rygar did it? So, but I'm going to show you the game. It is a very well-made game. And somebody's asking, did I play Rygar in the arcade and on the NES? Yeah, let me show you that real quick if you're not familiar. So the first Rygar was like an 8-bit NES. I think it was an arcade game before it became an NES game. But this is what it looked like. This was Rygar. And I'll just kind of jump through it a little bit. Right? So kind of And for all I know, like maybe that's Cerberus. I don't know, but maybe this was set in the Greek myths. I have no idea if the original Rygar was a Greek mythology setting, but if it was, it certainly didn't feel like it. Like it wasn't like Kid Icarus, where you're like, oh, there's a Medusa head or this, that, or the other. Now, one of the great things, not all, you have to let retro game treasures know how important it is to you, but a lot of the game, the thing they guarantee, depending on what you check when you set this up, some games will come to you fully packaged in a box with a manual. The only thing they guarantee is that the games will work, right? So some of the horror games that I'm hoping they send me, because I don't know what I'm going to get, are in a Cerberus, whatever, are in a they're expensive, right? And so I may not get the box or anything. I may just get the disc and a sleeve on some of these. But Rygar came as a complete package, the disc, the box, and I got the great color manual. And what I love about this, though, like even if you look, this is when I kind of got the game in Santa Monica and realized that we were going to be okay. Because, the Cyclops is literally a Cyclops, but like, this is their main enemy, this thing called a roller that looks like a caterpillar, right? It's like none of this really feels like Ray Harryhausen and Clash the Titans and Jason and the Argonauts, right? I have to assume this character, Harmonia, was a Britney Spears ripoff. So I felt very, very good once I started going through the manual. And then once I played the game, I felt a lot better. So, you can do with that data what you want, but the people that are going around still on the internet saying we ripped this game off, I'll tell you where we took our influences for, but it was absolutely not this game. But let's give it a play and let's see what we think. Rygar, the legendary adventure, compliments of the great fellows and Follettis over at Retro Game Treasure. We appreciate it. Okay. Are any of the pages sticky? No. It's a very nice manual. It's a very nice manual. All right, here we go. New game. Hello, Robert Odell. Robot Odell. Thanks, buddy.
Several years have passed since Rome destroyed the Egyptian dynasty. The kingdom of Argos, where the lions of the sea live, is now dominated by Imperial Rome. Here is where the story begins. My name is Rygar, a warrior of Argos who has nothing left but the will to fight. I have established myself as a mighty gladiator. I have no family, and all my memories have been consumed by fighting. The only reason for my existence is to bring victory to Princess Harmonia.
Rygar, I praise you as a man of merit.
It's very Britney coded.
You're brave.
Hey, Veronica, thank you for being a member for 15 months, buddy. We appreciate it. Thank you, bud. Hey, how are you?
A strange and frightening nightmare. A hateful dream where flames fell upon my kingdom and the earth was torn asunder.
Evil overflows and covers the island.
What?
How do you know of the dream I had aboard ship?
Okay, so you must know at this point, there's nothing here that's God of War centric, right? This is not Kratos.
Is that the monster from my dream?
No, we are Titans, the true rulers of the earth.
Like it's very Greek myths through the lens of Japanese anime, which is fine, but
Princess!
oh, I need to change this. Hang on.
Wake up. Those cursed beings are Titans, the spawn of darkness. They once struggled against the gods to rule supreme on Earth. Will you risk your life to fight them?
I would never turn down a fight against evil.
That is good. If indeed you are the one who was destined to come here, I think you are ready for the disc armor.
Discarmer?
Yes, the battle shield
Yes.
of the gods, which can be used.
That's what I said,
only by one who
Discarmer.
knows the true meaning of battle.
All right, so here we go. Now, I mean, again, the game itself, jump, is really well made. What was jump? Why can't I jump? Is this a Cory Barlog game? Where's my jump button? Okay, so we have a little map down there. Okay, move chart. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to see what the buttons are. That's like a power attack. Any influences from the PS2 Maximo game? No, but we actually ended up hiring Scott Rogers, who was the lead designer on that game, to come and do some design on God of War. So he worked a little bit on it. He didn't stay for the whole game, but no, I liked Maximo, but it was way too fucking hard for me, and so I never really spent. You know, what the fuck are these things? But they're Devil May Cry doors, which keep you in. Again, I mean, so let me just say this. This game came out the same year as that game we were just playing, the Godai, right? And this game, just right off the bat, immediately, it's running at, I don't know, it's not running at 60, I don't imagine, but it's fluid. The animations read, so you can tell when you get a hit. There are particle effects on the attacks. So there's a sense of, even if you don't hit something, there's a sense of you having an effect on the environment and when you press a button. And even just the simple things like the fact that they put up a barrier here and they're like, look, we're not going to just let you run past enemies. Yeah, it looks like a 7-year difference. I mean, I'm with you. It's kind of crazy that there was a team out there the same time this was being developed. They made that. And it's like, it's just hard to imagine how both of these games were made on the same hardware by the same species of person. Memory as a save point. Okay. And again, part of it's time, how much time they had to do the work, and, you know, but this is kind of where the, how long is it taking to save? This is where the bar was, and how you're Trip Hawkins at 3DO and you're saying, yeah, that Godai shit is ready to go. I just don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't understand. I mean, look, he was a great businessman, a great game executive. So maybe he was just like, dude, what do you think? I'm a moron? Maybe he's like, yeah, I knew we weren't this, but we had a great release window. And if we would have shipped on time, we could have been like people's budget choice. And we funded our game with that in mind. It's something I can guess. The first God of War took about 2.5 years, dev cycle. I'm just trying to see what's interactive. That's why I'm using this thing. Yeah, I love cinematic cameras and stuff. I really enjoyed the camera system in Onimusha 3 from the other day when we played that. Yeah, it's a good looking game. And it controls great. don't know what these collecting things do. I guess I can just level up with them, but I'm not sure yet. Ooh, what's this? The camera seems very God of War inspired. Well, I mean, this came out before God of War, but hang on. But no, I mean, we took our inspiration from a merging of the Onimusha camera, the Devil May Cry, and the Eco camera. But certainly this camera is there's some similarities for sure. Can I get up there? Let's see. Yeah, although the camera's not perfect. Unless... Let me make sure I'm drawing the whole screen. Hang on. Pretty sure that's where the screen ends. Yeah, that's all there is. Alright, so they just let him wander off screen. You goddamn right. Listen to your friend Anna G. Like the stream. Drop some love. Drop some super chats. Drop some gifted subscription members. Let everybody know that Gabbin Games is the... And more importantly, go over and visit Retro Game Treasure. If you're not interested in supporting the channel in a traditional way through super chats and memberships, consider going on over to our sponsor. They're a really good service. All these games I've been playing come directly from Retro Game Treasure. Hang on, let me move this here. And the links are below. And again, you'll get yourself a nice tiny shiny 10% off. No, there's no input lag. I mean, I'm playing on wired hardware, but I'm playing on a PSP, right? Or a PS2, sorry. Deathsaw, how are you, buddy? I'm doing well. Excited the summer's starting to kick in. We're starting to feel it in the weather and starting to see it in the movies and, you know. I wonder if these just keep dropping. Oh, well, yeah, Godai... Okay, I understand what you mean then. Yeah, Godai had lag, but it wasn't... Yeah, it wasn't... Usually when people talk about lag, they think it's a technical issue. But in the case of Godai, there was something in their animations, and I don't know if they just... It was a technical issue, or they didn't know how to solve it, or it was an animation issue, or they liked it. But it was really weird. You would hit the roll button... Like, instead of just doing that, see how instant that is? Like, I'm going to say the word now, and then you'll see. Now. What? He was jumping. Okay, now. God damn it, Jaffe. Now. Oh, you have to hit R1 first. Now. It's instant now, right? In Godai, it was like, you know, Godai was like you'd hit it, and there'd be like a 2-second delay sometimes. Aegon, I didn't delete the stream, though. I put up a link in YouTube. There was a lot of copyright stuff on that stream. So the Twitch account, or the Twitter account, because I also streamed to Twitch, you're still able to see the Gabbin Games from that day up there as well. But I just knew... I didn't want the headache of like 20 different copyright things. I had just gotten a bunch of copyright hits. Not bad for the channel, but just like demonetization when we streamed the Lord of the Rings game, because there was so much Howard Shore music. Okay, well, I don't know where I'm supposed to go, so I guess I could grind for enemies, or but let's see. Disc armor. Okay, it hasn't really taught me yet that I can level up my shit, so that's what's going on there. So yeah, there must just be a... Clearly I'm supposed to use the slide. Let me go back to that... let me go back to that camera, that stone statue. I bet I just missed it. Was I on a podcast? I was on a show I do in the mornings, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Called Locale Crypt. And then I was on that yesterday and last night, actually. And then we had a Gabbin and Games the day before. And then last night we also met in the Discord to watch an episode of Twisted Metal. Compliments of Rocker Matt. So we've been busy this week. Okay, so the slide's got to be... Hey, Morgan, welcome back to the Diet Coke Commanders, buddy. You know we love having you here. Everybody welcome Morgan back home. It's good to see you, buddy. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let's see. Is it? No, 7 a.m. Sorry, 7 a.m. All right, well, this is ridiculous. Okay. I unlocked the slide here. Let's see. Unless there's just a visual that we're not reading. Aren't you doing a watch along on LolCal? We're doing JSD. Hey, buddy, we're doing a movie, 3 movies this weekend on LolCal Discord. Right now, we've got Us from Jordan Peele. We have a really cool Florence Pugh, whatever her name is, haunted house ghost thing. I think it's called. It's not called Maleficent. It's not called Malignant. It's called something like something. Against the yellow wall by the statue. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, LolCal, we talk, it's not really game centric. We talk more, we talk about, just pop culture and weird stories and things like that. Malevolent, yeah, probably yes. There's a hook hanging by the statue head. This thing? Why was Depressed banned from the Discord? I don't know if he was. I have no idea. Okay. Oh, yeah, there is a hook right there. Can I do something with it? I cannot use the slide while jumping, no. What the fuck? Okay, let's look at the map. Hang on. Okay, so basement, where am I? I am there? Okay, those things... I guess we gotta go back the other way. Somebody was talking about like a yellow door, though. I don't see that. Oh, a lot of the Rygar guys worked on Ninja Gaiden? Okay, that's cool. Did not know that. Jump on pillar, then his beard? I would love to. Hey, Stephanie, but there's literally like an invisible wall. Oh, no. Okay, well, there we go. Wait, isn't this how we got up here? I'll go back if it's not. I just want to see. All right, I guess we got to go back down there. Yeah, that doesn't read very well. Whatever that was, that little thing. I guess we go back down there, and there's something to slide under down there. I gotcha. Okay. Those chains don't do anything yet, but... You have to go all the way in of the crescent-looking hallway. Okay. Not in here, right? There's nothing. You can't do anything in here, right? Yeah. All right, so I have to go back to where I was, with the crescent area. Hello, Awesome Tatum. Yeah, I haven't played this since it came out, man. Yeah, I don't know why somebody might have gotten banned from the Discord. I have no clue. I can't worry about it right now, but if I, maybe we can deal with it later, but right now I'm kind of focused on this, but... Okay, so you're saying go back up here and go to the end of the crescent hallway. I can tell you I don't remember ever getting stuck playing this game when it came out. I want to, Anna G. I just kind of figure out, I have a lot of things right now that I'm trying to kind of get working, and I don't want to promise something to Bunny if I can't really deliver it, and I'm kind of waiting to see what shakes out with this. Some of the other things I've already got going right now, but I would love to stream with Bunny again. It was so much fun hanging out with her the other night. This makes no sense. You're saying... Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay, go back down and go to the other end. I've done this ad nauseum. How many fucking times do I got to go down the end of this fucking hallway? Right, I'm assuming I have to slide somewhere, but I don't know where. Right? So, you don't mean here, right? Inside center of this room? LCU doesn't take priority. That's not accurate. It's just that time takes priority. Well, getting lost so quick is a good way to drop a game. But again, I don't remember getting lost this quick. Part of me is wondering, am I viewing it, even though I don't think I am, at the wrong ratio, and maybe there's a visual I'm not seeing? I mean, that thing broke. Will everything break? No, this game was absolutely not an inspiration for God of War, believe it or not. Okay, I need to know specifics. Where do you want me to go? To the end of this area? Okay, I'm just going to stand here. Do I go down the steps or not? Okay, go down the steps. Okay. In the next crescent room, in the inside at the center, there's a little notch. Oh, you mean on the map? Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, that just did defense power. Okay, but hey, I'll take it. Okay, go to where the blue dot is. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I had no idea that was breakable. But okay, I can live with it. Oh, I missed another crescent notch as well. I'll go back later. I want to see what's up here first. I wish there was more visual cueing on when something was breakable. Because now I'm going to sit here forever and just hit shit. Yeah. There was no yellow paint invented yet, the bastards. Like that, it just looks like everything else, but... Well, thank you, Tyler, for the happy poop. Appreciate it. Thanks, pal. I have a dodge. Yeah, see, he goes off screen, man. Yeah, the map gives you some small tells. Yeah, it's true. Just don't put them up there. A blend of Onimusha and God of War. To an extent, although I think those games are better. Like when I played Onimusha 3 the other day, I was like, holy cow, that game really holds up. This game holds up in the sense that it still controls just beautifully, but so far the level design is kind of like, eh. And I kind of wish I had more of a can I get up there? Nope. Shit. Are you guys hearing Tech screaming? Is he even streaming right now? Andelson? I don't know. The camera also forces you to inverse your controls? I watched a little locale stream, The Audacity of Tech to say he's the most attractive man. I mean, what's weird to me is people take him serious, you know, but I don't know what to say. I mean, if you do, you do, baby. That's all I can tell you. I'd have to go back down to that last blue thing, maybe. Or not. No. Again, I'm telling you, if there was any inspiration that came to God of War from this game, it was, I don't have any recollection of it, unlike the other games that I have mentioned. Yeah, I mean, it's set in a Greek mythology world, and it is a game that's very Devil May Cry Onimusha inspired. But this was certainly not a game that we looked at as, any kind of meaningful inspiration compared to the other games we already talked about. Staff of Kings, man. I want to play that again. I'm such an Indiana Jones fan that even though I know it's not like a great game, part of me's like, I don't care. I want to play another indie game. I still need to 100% the Great Circle. I'm close to doing that. Well, there's Gina. What's up, buddy? I saw you call in the other day. Why did you move to Sweden, or are you just visiting? Well, inspiration, it was in the sense that this game had an effect on me design-wise, because when I first heard about it, it scared the shit out of me. Because I'm like, oh my God, they're going to beat us to the punch. So it's more about games that affected sort of us during development. And I used inspiration as just shorthand, I guess. So you're in Toronto now. So are you like just moving, or you're on like a whirlwind vacation? Is Anthony in Toronto? When it's money on my stream the other night said Anthony said that he's just making up shit. And that guy, but yeah, Jaffe's the reason Gina moved. What are you talking about? So you're gonna head back to America? Okay, so you're not permanently moved. Okay. Ambrosia. Okay, cures health. They're giving Victor an award, Victor Lucas. It's really interesting though. So between this game and like Onimusha 3, just the level design was so much more interesting. This guy, I think the level design in this is really not good so far. Like it's pretty dull. He plays great, he controls great. But I just feel like I'm, like it's really interesting because the combat still feels really good. But when I play Onimusha 3, even though it's an old game, I was very interested in continuing to play it. Like the moving through the space and discovering things and stuff, all of that felt really interesting. But this so far just sort of feels, it's like, okay, it feels great, but it's kind of a hallway crawl at the moment. I also just kind of find the level design just kind of annoying. Like, I don't really know where to go. You didn't know about this game? I mean, well, again, I knew about it because it scared the shit out of me, so maybe that's why I knew about it. Oh my god. Like, right now, I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. But hopefully, as I play this, you can see why this... Once I played it, I kind of was no longer very worried about it. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to go to that flashing thing. I mean, that stands to reason, right? So let's go down one more level. Have I ever talked to Maddie Plays about doing a video for a show, Retro Rewind? He and I don't really talk. I mean, I don't, you know, I guess my answer is no. I talk to Gene, I talk to Colin, but I don't really know a lot of those guys all that well. And, you know, I got the sense based on something Colin had said that they don't, you know, there's some that are in the space over there that really like me. And then there are some that, you know, maybe not as much, and I don't know which is which, and I wouldn't want to, you know, I wouldn't want to make him feel uncomfortable if he's one of the ones that doesn't like me. You got Battle of the Olympus on NES. I was such a Greek mythology geek. Yeah, no, I get it. I wonder when what game was that though? Battle for Olympus? I don't know what that is. Well, thank you, Anna G. Just kidding, Jaffe, you're the best streamer. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Again, the camera angles really didn't inspire God of War. The camera angles from Onimusha inspired God of War, and Eco and Devil May Cry, and Sierra Online Adventure Games. Oh, AW, you like? Yeah, see, I look at this. I think the character of Rygar in this is terrible design. I'm sure the designer is pretty good, but this I don't think is a very good design. Thank you, JSD. I appreciate it, buddy. As always, sir. Oh, shit. I don't... I'm not reading your comments, Alien Eye Drops, because I find comments like that, like, how do I express this in a way that's not mean? Because, you know, I love you, pal. I find comments that try to be edgy or try to be, like, evocative, like getting my attention. When they're not very clever, I just kind of, I don't really want to acknowledge them because I'm sort of like, eh. It's not very funny. Isn't that terrible to say? Ground Zero Texas inspired God of War. That's true. Oh, somebody in Cracked said we ripped this off. Yeah, I mean, they can accuse me all they want, but like I said, we really didn't. I mean, I think the thing that annoys me sometimes is it's like I've openly said the games that we were inspired by and we ripped off. I don't know why they would think I'm suddenly becoming sensitive about, you know, expressing our inspirations. Okay, come on, Jaffe, get up. Oh, that horse. Let's try it again. Yeah, Crack did rip off Mad, that's true. And I will also say this is definitely not as good as, I mean, it's an older game, but it's not as good as, what's the other one? Dante's Inferno? Oh, I know Alien's joking. I'm just saying I'm not reading them because I can't do anything with them. like with the comments. Oh, that horse. Man, fuck you, horse. I'm trying to find a hard... Are you serious, TJM, or are you fucking with me? I gotta figure out where the fuck... Did it? Is that true? Hang on, we gotta look that up. We'll come back to the game. But, because that would be real disappointing for a handful of reasons if what you're saying is accurate. Which is, Amy Hennig's game may have... not be going forward. Because I was looking forward to it, and I like Amy. But it wouldn't surprise me. Delayed indefinitely. That's 5 months ago. Where are you seeing this? Are you just making shit up now? Oh, I'm with you, Busted Horn. It doesn't hold a camera. Let's see. Not Hennig. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything. It's okay, so you're just hearing a rumor? Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's try to kill this character here. Did better last time. It's hard to dodge. I have a block though. I can use the block. Anna G, thank you for the gift memberships, buddy. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you, JSD. How many kick flips can I do? Not enough. Not enough to save the world, baby. All right, well, I got it now. I know what to do. I am getting good. It took me a second. Hey, Anna G, thank you so much, buddy, for sending another gift membership. Really appreciate that, Miss Anna. I did see Second Dinner that makes Marvel Snap had some layoffs today, which sucks. Is this inspiring me to make a Marvel Snap style game? No, I don't think I would be good at designing that game. It's so math based that I don't have a lot of I don't have that level of design skill. I don't know what. Oh, come on, man. Hello, Buddy Husky. This is called Rygar the Legendary Adventure. Hey, I'll stay on normal. Thanks for. Anna Best Mod. Oh, she's phenomenal. Am I in a happy mood? Yeah, I'm getting a little hungry. I'm kind of tired. I've been staying up later than I needed to, so I want to get to bed early tonight. I'm still not really that 7 o'clock that 7 o'clock stream for Locale Crypt is still I still haven't quite gotten the hang of. Hey, I'm blocking it. Yes, AW, the God of War, Eric and Corey and Derek were all fighting game fans. Well, it's not 7 a.m. everywhere. Wow, really? Come on now. Oh, hey, Big Mistake. How you doing, bud? Yeah, I saw your comment, Big Mistake. I was going to respond to it on the chat about being annoyed by the drama shit this morning. I was too. I know a lot of the fans like it. Tech likes it. And so I try not to just be an asshole and constantly, lose my shit. But there's a point where I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in that kind of show at all. So I'm not sure if we're going to... I think we do a good job of keeping the balance up, but maybe it still needs to be weighted more in the direction of not doing that stuff. Yeah, you got to block almost immediately. You can't wait. I keep thinking I'll block the cat lady stuff, JSD, yeah. Yeah, and the movie wheels are a vibe killer as well. I that's a little tougher because we make a lot of money off those wheels. Oh my god. But it wasn't until today that I realized we can still make money off it. But it's really dull for people to have to sit through. So we got to figure out another way to do it. PK says not really hype for 007 without Connery. Oh, I'm excited. The people who have played the first 3 hours say it's really, really good. He's meant to be young and inexperienced. That's the story. Oh, I do read The Onion when that shit happens, and then Tech gets all pissy, and I'm like, look, bitch, I don't want to talk about this stuff. So I'm going to read The Onion. That's disrespectful. Shut up. No, it's really not. Okay, I got to think. Come on, Jaffe. You can't get greedy. Gotta block. Okay, there we go. You can have access to heal items, yes, but I don't have any. Okay, no. Okay. Oh my god, let me fucking... I'm with you, Anna G, 100%. Hello, Kinubs. Oh, Papa JSD. Okay. Hello, JSD, Papa JSD.
Even though he and Hecatoncheirus were in a fight to the death, I never expected he would defeat him. Warrior of Argus, representative of the people, I will not forget you.
Like I said, all I can tell you is imagine my relief having been terrified of this game. And then seeing this, I can't make it any more clear that this inspired, only in the sense that it scared the shit out of me. But then we played it, and I was like, oh, don't worry about it, we're good. This is not the game we're making. And I like this game, nothing's wrong with it. But JSD, thank you, buddy, for the 5 gifted members. You know we appreciate that, good sir JSD. Thank you, man. Everybody thank Miss Anna G and Mr. JSD for being such generous supporters of this fine television show. I know it's not a television show. Shut the fuck up! Thank you, JSD. Thank you, Anna G. All right, Dewdrop, good to see you. Enjoy your book. I want to know what you're reading. If I see you on Lolcow tomorrow, let me know what you've been reading. I'm almost done with my book. I'm probably going to finish it tonight. And, oh, Jeannie got one. There you go. I should be done with it this evening. And then I'm going to start, I think I'm going to read something nonfiction next time. Yeah, Gina called into the stream yesterday, then she hung up. But I'll be doing call-in stream, a normal Gabbin' and Games tomorrow, so... Oh, and Anna G, like I said, if you want to play, and I think I can speak for you, Anna G, if you guys want to play on our private server for Winrose, which is the pirate survival game, hit me up in the Discord, because the company that sells server space reached out and said, hey, do you want to play a game in our server just for you and your community? And I said, yeah, I know I'm playing and Anna's playing. Let me know if anyone else is into that game, and we'll set it up. Okay, can I go back up here? At least this level design's a little bit more interesting. Oh, I'm glad my mom died. I heard her read some of it, and I liked it. But, and I like memoirs, but I think I'm going to read something more, something a little bit more, non-fiction-y, but not memoir, like maybe a science book. I did play Maximo. It was too hard for me. I liked it, but it was way too precise. The Melania book? Yeah, I don't think so. I answer you all the time, Anna G. I answered you on Discord, I think, yesterday. Weren't you asking me about something and I responded? Your Gabbin' and Games call-in stream becoming a lolcow. But I don't want them to become lolcow. But what I will tell you is, there you go. Thank you, Kate. That was 26 months, buddy. JSD has bought more subs than Jared Fogle. You goddamn right. Like I've said, I am over the traditional Gabbin' and Games formula. The idea of just showing up and doing the news of the day on games, I can't do it anymore. I will talk game news when it's interesting, but I'm not going to be, if you're coming to me because you want the news, there are better people out there doing it that love doing that shit. But I will definitely talk games, pop culture, tech, but it's got to be something that's really interesting. I'm too old to pretend to give a fuck about every update to, oh no, did you hear Strass Zelnick breathe and may have said this about Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm like, let's just wait till it comes out and play it and talk about it. But again, I love that idea, TJM. I'm not opposed to people who do that. I don't want to do that. I'd rather just talk about things that I like and I hope the audience likes that are a little bit off the beaten path. Salvador, I never I respond to you when you actually say something interesting. If a lot of times, Salvador, you think you're really funny, and you're not, and then I don't respond. Make creative videos, like what kind of games you want. Yeah, I'm real happy doing what I'm doing. I mean, if I will make videos, and I do make videos, but most of the shit, I mean, I really like doing my streams, so hopefully people like them. But I'm not looking to make lots of videos that aren't based on the streams and stuff. Oh my god, dude. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm just playing I'm gonna play my little video game now. Hello, Salvador. Welcome back to the Diet Soda Soldiers, buddy. You know we love having you here. You're not funny, but we love having you here. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very, very much. Okay. Yeah, the maps in this game. Yeah, as I've said, I don't mind trolls. I really don't when they're interesting. But it's the ones that think all they have to do is troll and that'll be enough. And I'm like, no. You got to say something cool and interesting, baby. Entertain me. Otherwise, what's the point? Oh, I remember these enemies. Like, what the fuck are these things? But you know what I really like talking about when it comes to games and stuff? I like talking about the stuff that is a little bit, not for the sake of it just being weird, but I like talking about the stuff that's just a little bit more, you know, like surprising, I guess, because there's so much of the news is very similar. Like, I think let me just see real quick what I have lined up for the next Gabbin, because I think there's some stories that might do a good job reflecting that. Like, okay, again, what I'm going to show you right now, I may not actually make as part of tomorrow's show, right? But I thought this was just really neat, especially if you are curious about, you know, how we used to want to make games and stuff, right? I mean, so these are old video game books that you can now get on the internet for free. And this is how those of us in the 80s that wanted to make video games, this is kind of how we used to learn and get a chance to do it on our own computers. These were more specifically coming from the UK, but like you would get, like, let's say, okay, let's just take adventure games, because I loved adventure games. And I wanted to make my own adventure games on my Apple. And these are books that the way it would work is you would get them and they would tell you, you know, here's how you map out your game. Here's how you do inventory. And then it would actually give you the code, and show you how to actually write your own adventure game. And sometimes it would give you, a lot of these books would literally just give you the code for a full adventure game. And it was like fucking magic, because you would start to see it come together and you would start to go, oh my God, I can just change this piece of text here and it changes the whole game. Or I could change this item here and it, you know, it feels like you were making your own world, right? It was, I'd never experienced anything in my goddamn life like it. It was amazing. So, you know, that's something I'm thinking about lately. And I'm thinking about, I read an article, or a tweet today with in fact, I'll just show you that real quick too. I think I bookmarked it. Let me see. Where are my bookmarks? More. Here are all the things I bookmark if you're curious. No, it's not here. It's from the guy who designed Thomas Mailer. We follow each other. I don't want to spell his name though. He designed No Rest for the Wicked, I think is what it's called. And Moon Studios, right? But how do I spell his name? Let's see. Thomas? Yeah. Hang on. I want to show you this. Okay, it's M-A-H. Here it is. So he was talking about his son, who I guess is pretty young kid. And he said his 8-year-old son has gotten into making his own video games, and he was using Mario Maker and all that, and now he's using ChatGPT to just sort of help him design the characters and stuff. And I just think, this is his original hand-drawn image. And it does remind me of these kind of books and stuff, this idea of being a kid and being like, I want to have control of these universes, of these fantasy worlds that I want to make. And now instead of having to just type in all of this, now you're able to use AI if you're a kid and you want to make your own video games. I just think it's magic, man. It's the coolest thing. And I know people get upset about that. They don't like the AI, but I don't know, man. I think it's cool that a kid is interested in games and can learn how to do it now on a computer with on the internet with ChatGPT or Claude or whatever. But then, have you seen Dawnwalker? Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited for it. But I guess that's what I mean. Again, not to do too much inside baseball, but we were just talking about the channel. The last thing I want to do is be like, let's now watch Dawnwalker and let's obsess over, this little piece of, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. I mean, you'll like it or you won't. I can't help that, but I'm just sharing because it is something I've come to grips with recently. Of like going, I don't want to do stories like that anymore. I don't care if the kid, I don't think it's kind of sad at all. I think that he's using AI. I mean, he may not want to be an artist, right? But he may want to be a game designer. And so maybe he'll make his own games, and after that, he'll join a team and he'll hire an artist, or if not, he'll use AI or whatever. But as long as the artist can come to some kind of compensation and credit, which that hasn't happened yet and it needs to, I'm a big fan of it. I think people, I don't like the gatekeeping of the creative process. I think people should have a chance to try shit out, Roblox kids are smarter since they learned to code. Yeah, that may be true, but times change, man. And something else, like the guy who made Gary's Mod just put out his new game, and right now it's very rough, but it's pretty much Gary's Mod for more serious, not Gary's Mod, but Roblox for adults and more serious game developers. So, I didn't see anybody complaining when people were making their own levels with Little Big Planet that had art in them. Or making their own levels with Dreams, and they were just taking art that had been made by someone else. And I understand there's a difference in terms of compensation and credit, but nobody was gatekeeping like, well, if you don't know how to make your own art, you shouldn't be able to use art for a video game. I don't really understand why people would say that. I mean, by that logic, you wouldn't have any of the games I worked on because I don't make art. Visual art. I don't know how to do that shit. You fell in love with Little Big Planet. I get it. But why didn't people bitch about that? Right? Right. Imagine, says Doug, if people gatekept mathematics. Calculators allow everyone to do higher level calculations. Yeah, it's very strange. It's very, very weird. But whatever. A Ruin hates to see Jaffe coming. I don't know what that means. Big mistake. It is cool playing this game again, though, to realize why, after playing it, I was totally no longer afraid of it. This is just such generic level design. It's a very dull game. It's well made. It controls great. But it is a very generic, dull level design experience. I've never, have I seen the new Sandbox game? I think you mean the Gary's Mod game, right? It's called like SA Sandbox or something. I hear it's, like I said, I hear it's very broken and not all there yet, but it's very early. Early access and all that, but it'll get there, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a testament to how good this game controls that I'm still playing it. Because the actual moment-to-moment gameplay and the level design and stuff is quite dull. Which one? It was interesting. All right, cool. Yeah, I definitely want to try it. I was going to wait till it got it a little bit more polished. Am I going to watch Widow's Bay? I don't know what that is. What is Widow's Bay? Oh, yeah, I want to see Devil Wears Prada. This is odd. Yeah, the music is good. I just don't agree with you, TJM. If you had AI as a 20-year-old, I don't think God of War would have had the same verisimilitude. First off, I don't know what that word means. There was a time in my life where I did know what that word meant, but truth be told, I don't know what it means anymore. But what I will say is that, and this is what I think a lot of people don't understand if they haven't done creative work themselves, which is, if you are a creative person, you will use anything you can get your hands on to express what is in your head, to express your insistence on expressing yourself and creating your art or your entertainment. It doesn't matter. And that's the reason I think a lot of times people who bitch about AI are people who don't actually do a lot of creative work. They might be part of someone else's creative leadership process, but most people who are really driven to express something and they're the one that writes it or directs it or whatever, they'll take any goddamn thing they can to get that stuff out of them and to express it. And so if you're saying here's tools that make it easier, and then you can put more effort on other aspects of the process, I think it sounds great. But, you know, your mileage will vary. But I enjoy AI. I think it's great. It's not fair. There need to be legalities put to it, but in other things. But as a creative tool, I love it. I really, really do. I don't understand what that means, TJ. Sealed. Like, all of this shit looks the same. I have no idea where I'm going. I know there's a map, but it doesn't always appear, I don't think. Like here, there's no map being drawn for some reason. As a non-creative tool, how do I feel about it? I like it for that as well. AI has been so helpful for me since I, got a subscription to it in terms of helping me troubleshoot technical problems or helping me write letters that are boring for my brain to write, or helping me go, hey, why don't my pancakes seem as fluffy as they are when I buy pancakes at Denny's? You want this game, Anna G? It's good. It's just, hey man, if I were you, I'd play Onimusha 3 first, but this is not bad. The next game night, I think we're going to be doing a Dawn Rose, Win Rose game soon, but I'll let you know. Verisimilitude, the appearance of truth, believability, or realism. Okay, so if I had AI, I wouldn't have that? Why? Probably my favorite old RPG is Chrono Trigger. Oh, you're going to sign up for Retro? Cool, man. Well, hey, use the Jaffe code, baby. Use the Jaffe code. LLMs still need human operators, I think it... Okay. Yeah, I'll add this the 10% on the next time we do that, but you can get the 10% right now. Yeah, I feel very invested in. I can't guarantee, of course, that just because we advertise things on a stream that people are going to sign up for someone's service. But I really, want people to feel that, when I promote something. I mean, I'll get paid to play games sometimes, but you'll know that. But when I'm shilling for something like this, it's because I really like it. And it may not be for everyone, but I hope people who are curious about it at least give it a shot. Because it's been a really good experience so far. Heavenly Sword, I did. K-Nubs can get 10% off Goosebumps. That's a R.L. Stein issue, not a me issue. See, what I would say is if I had, if games weren't so long and I didn't have a massive group of games I was already playing, I probably would play this a lot more. Because it's comforting. It's a nice little comfort video game to play. But there's just so many things to play that it's hard to make the time to play something that you don't, that you're not just like, this is amazing. What do I use for AI? For like vibe coding, I'll use Gemini. I have a subscription to Gemini that I've been real happy with. Okay, we already went up this way. Gemini is also really good because it lets you open up a page in Chrome, and then next to it, you can talk to it about that page. So it's a real easy thing. You can't hold one of the triggers to grab the red thing. I mean, I maybe. Like maybe there's a move I can unlock, but I haven't yet. I liked Heavenly Sword. I didn't love it. I thought it was fine. My guess is there's something here I need to be able to... Oh, well, there you go. I think there is a way to grab those. I just don't think I've unlocked it yet. I also wonder... I guess I haven't even unlocked the thing that lets me strengthen my weapon, but that may be at the save part. I use Gemini and ChatGPT for thumbnails. What about Blades of Time? What is that? It's really nice to play games that are a bit more straightforward. These days, everything's so complex. Right, where are we going? Okay, yeah, see, it's really hard to know where I've been. Everything looks the same. All right, I've already been down this way. Let's see, it's the end of this thing. I haven't watched much, Alex, of the 007 game. I am excited for it, though. Like, I like 007. I like the developer a great deal. So I am absolutely looking forward to it, yes. Okay, that looks like one of the things I can swing on, but maybe, I bet I have to go down here to get the mechanic to let me do that. It looks like there's something at the end of this. Is this game an allegory for anything? So far, it seems pretty straightforward. But I don't know. Uh-oh. Well, Jesus, can't even see the guy. Did I break the seal? Aren't these games so much? It's so delightful, though. You wish, yeah. LZ says, "I wish games weren't so complex." Yeah, there's something about. It's not that I mind a complicated game. A lot of times I love that, but there's something just so refreshing about something just being so. Like, there really was something about this era of games, and I think it extended to the 360 era. I don't think it was just this era. But like PS2 and the PS3 games, I think were just more... I don't know, they felt like they gave more of a respect for your time, and I don't even think that was a conscious thing, like, we really respect you. It was just more the way the business model kind of ended up laying resulted in games that were not so fucking consistently demanding of your fucking time. And it just felt like you could kind of appreciate something, enjoy it, be done with it, and move on with your fucking life. And that seems to have gone away. And I'm sure some of that's nostalgia, but I also think there's a real valid statement there that represents things. Anna G, you old knucklehead, what are you doing? Thank you, buddy. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, Miss Anna G. Appreciate that. Totally appreciate that. Everybody thank Anna G, our great mod who's also given out goddamn gift memberships like they were goddamn Halloween candy. Thank you, buddy. Very, very much. They were better paced. Yeah, this is true. Oh, you just signed up? Oh, K-Nubs, fantastic. Do me a favor. When you're done, let us know on the next stream, because I'm not going to stream for that much longer. I'd love to know what preferences you set. I'm really... And when you get your games, if you don't mind sending a picture, I'd love to talk about it on stream so other people get an idea of, you know, how satisfied you are with it and what kind of games you got. I'd love to know that. Yeah, Doug says Capcom excels now because they design towards this style. I agree. I absolutely agree. It's really a shame, actually. I will say the more I'm playing this, the more I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I definitely feel that I get why when we saw it and played it took away our fear that we were making something very, very different. And that holds, but it's nice to play it and just go, oh, this is, you know, between this game and Onimusha 3, now I'm like, yeah, but I need to go back and finish the other games I'm playing. So I don't know. I wonder if there are people who just play retro games only. Keemstar says you average 60 viewers, says Aegon, and yet here you're playing just an old gameplay stream, retro gameplay stream, at 114. Yeah. Well, I mean, again, Keemstar's point was not an invalid point. I mean, I am not going to sit around and act like, you know, we haven't met people and brought people into the show through Keemstar and through his much bigger audience. He's absolutely right. And, you know, one of the reasons I stay over there is because, you know, they monetize in a very different, more consistent way over there. But you know, two things can be true. I think, you know, a lot of people who have left that network haven't really been able to sustain their own shit. But at the same time, I do think, yeah, he was lowballing the numbers that we get. But, you know, whatever. I think his point is still a valid one. You play retro games exclusively, Tim? Meaning what? Like, you don't even worry about buying new games anymore? Or you mean when you stream? Or do you mean like, what is that about? Like, you don't have any interest in playing a new game? Depressed, you play retro 80 to 20%, 80% is retro, 20% is new. My Pragmata thumbnail was a bit creepy. That was funny. What's creepy about it? The one where I'm having a tea party with the kid? Most game devs don't know how to trim the fat and just keep filler requests for the sake of getting you to stay. Yeah, no, I'm with you. It drives me crazy. All right, cool, Energy. Thank you, buddy. How good of a Twisted Metal player are you, says David K. Thank you for the super chat. I'm kind of stoned eating pizza rolls. That sounds good. I was a very good Twisted Metal player for most people. But I was never one of these, like, there are people who play Twisted Metal and they're fucking, you know, savants at it. I was never that good at it. Okay. More streams on this channel. Can't watch you on locale text, voice, face, and personality. Well, Tech's an interesting fella because some people really love listening to him, and some people he drives crazy. So, you know, it beats it. You know, being divisive isn't the worst thing in entertainment. But I appreciate you being here, buddy. It's good to have you. Good to see you. Thank you. We'll be doing a more proper talk stream over here tomorrow. But I try to stream over here every afternoon if I can. I don't always make it, but I try. My disappointment with Ninja Gaiden 4 made me yeah, I did not like. You mean is that the new one, right? I loved, like I said, I thought I was becoming a big Ninja Gaiden guy because I loved Ninja Gaiden 2 remake, Black Remake, and I loved Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. But then when it came time to actually play the 4, I was like, this is, again, it was a level design issue. It was just hallway combat space. And Ninja Gaiden, Black 2 remake felt more like I was having, a cool ninja adventure. Of course, Veronica. I'm a little worried, though, about you, Veronica, because I asked how you were doing, like, an hour ago. And you're only now responding. I'm like, are you living in the past? Do you live in a time machine? Do you live in a TARDIS? I don't know, maybe games become like music, right? I mean, maybe it's like, it's not like I don't listen to new music. I'll pick up on new music for my kids and people on the internet and stuff, but most music I listen to is shit from the 80s. So maybe it's like that. Maybe as I'm getting older, it's going to be like that with video games for me. I'm just going to kind of end up playing older shit just because it's more comfortable for me or something. I don't know. I can tell you this. As much as I'm loving a bunch of new games, if someone told me right now the 2 games I was trying to beat and finish and really keep coming back to was this and Onimusha 3, I would be quite happy. And I get people are like, well, Jaffe, just do that. You have free will, right? Well, A, we don't. But B, I know, but I'm still curious about the other games, But these just feel very cozy. I never thought I'd think this was a cozy game. But yeah, it feels more cozy to play this. Yeah. I agree, Darth Nugget. I know people don't like to talk about the AI music, but, especially, I like to write, when I do music for, like, the locale shows, I'll write the lyrics, but, yeah, it's good. Lone Star says you've got to pick and choose the diamond from the rough with most games now. I think that's probably always been that way, but even still, I look at Crimson Desert, right? I think Crimson Desert is fucking gorgeous, and it controls great, and it's beautiful, and I love being in the world, but it's just too much. It's just too much to ask of me. And I kind of feel like, well, I should keep playing it, because I'm sure there's more cool shit to do and see. But I'm like, I get the gist, I don't know. I think I'm reevaluating my relationship with being a player of video games. I'm not quite sure how it's going to all, unfold in the future. But what I will say is it would be very interesting if I end up doing a lot more retro gaming in my future. Because of this experience, because I'm enjoying it so much compared to trying to keep up with all the other games. Hello, Adam Blue. Yeah, sometimes you need simplicity. Yeah. I don't think this is a simple game. Maybe that's what I'm enjoying about this one, is that, or versus like an Atari game. I love Atari, but the Atari games are very, very simple, even though they can be engaging. but this game is, you know, I'm lost. I'm trying to figure out where to go. You know, I'm wondering what's happening, and you know, so it's not like it's so simple that it's like a baby's toy. I like open world games, Infinite. I just they're okay. Now I don't even think I can make that jump, so I'm gonna try one more time. Oh well, there we go. They just do seem to really ask a lot. Okay, so there's no way I can do that. Let me just go back up. Would I consider Ghost of Sparta via PSP emulator? Yeah. I'd like to go back and play Ghost Rider on the PSP. I remember liking that. Right, liberating so many camps. No, I got you. I get it. You know what I want to play, though, and I might play it tonight or this week. I want to play that game Anna was recommending, that weird fishing game. I have the thumbnail and everything ready to go. I just haven't had a chance to play it, but it looks pretty cool. So if I go to the maps, I'd really like to know when I can start leveling up my guy, but what are the keys to the maps? What does it say? Is the white, like, are those stairwells, and what is the blue? Well, I've already been here. Okay, so white means you're going, I think white are stairs. If it looks like I'm just doing the same thing over and over, that's because I am. Because I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to go next. This seems maybe right. I've already done this. There's nowhere else to go in here. You bought Saros after beating the first boss that's more challenging. Yeah, no, I'm interested. I do want to play it. I just haven't had the time. I'm going to guess that maybe some of these maps are a little goofy. Okay, wait a minute. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Hang on. What the fuck? Okay. What? Alright, let's see what this purple thing is. There's about 4 enemies I've fought so far. I've fought the caterpillars, these things, a cyclops, and these kind of weird flying things with kind of Wolverine claws or something. Am I going to play Directive 2080? I want to. The initial previews have been just okay. So I'm kind of going to wait for the reviews, but the previews that came out a couple of days ago were like, you know, it's decent. So why? Okay, that means it's a. Okay, so that means it's a thing that's sealed. Let's see what these yellow things mean. And I like Directive 20. Oh, okay, so the yellow things, I guess, are. Nope, that's not even what that is. I like the whole episodic aspect of 2080, and I like the idea that, you know, you can play it, you know, in typical supermassive fashion, like with friends and stuff. I think that's really cool. So you can stream it and you can have people making choices that affect the gameplay. Yeah, the classic Greek mythology caterpillars, of course. Don't you remember when Hercules fought the caterpillars? It was a very, very dramatic telling. It really inspired the Greek culture for millennia. I've already been here? All right, I just want to see what that. Okay, so I got to turn around. It's this way. Okay. Oh, maybe that barrier has been removed. Maybe. Yeah, the very hungry caterpillar. Yeah, it's very ancient. Very important. Okay, so that's a yellow barrier, but there's another yellow icon on the map up here. So let's just see if maybe that's telling me if I do something there, it'll get rid of it. Okay, let's just keep going straight in the direction I'm heading. Nope, I'm going back to the other direction. Okay. Go up here. It's straight ahead. I don't think I can get straight ahead. Stoner Joe, I know you feel that you created the arch, but maybe that's kind of where the problem lies. Is that you see the Stoner Joe image everywhere, but the Stoner Joe image is pretty fucking generic, you know? It's not a bad thing, but it's a very typical, you know, a lot of great cartoons are designed around very, you know, rudimentary shapes, right? So I'm just suggesting perhaps Stoner Joe. That's why you see the archway everywhere. Not because Stoner Joe is being referenced, but because you've designed the cartoon character based on very prevalent shapes, you know? I did not beat Saint Slayer. Awesome Tatum says he beat Saint Slayer, which is quite an accomplishment. Was it a good ending? Oh yeah, I'm not claiming I beat. Are you kidding? Hey. Okay, now I see what's happening. And get to that. Hey, man. Come on, man. Big Mistake says, there are arches everywhere for those with the eyes to see. That's right. That's right. What the hell happened? Why did the screen just go black? Tamagotchi Life yet? No, because I don't have the hardware, but I'm going to be getting it. Am I getting Lego Batman? I believe I am. I just don't know when is it coming out. Because May is already looking like a pretty busy month. I have not watched the new Stranger Things series. My kid, who's a huge Stranger Things fan, he did. He said it was okay. So I heard they just greenlit a new season, which is great. But I love Stranger Things, and I even love the ending. I know a lot of people were disappointed by the ending season, but I'm kind of just I'm kind of over it, at least for now, not permanently. I still love it, but okay. If I go forward. I gotta go to the left. And this one. Okay, turn around. Go this way. Tell me that's not what I've been trying to reach. No, that blue is the save thing. So I hate to be a pain with this map, you guys. Okay, I'm headed right for it. Okay, so it's just another seal. Okay, so I've got 3 seals at this point then. I've got the 2 yellow ones and the purple one. And I have no idea what to do next, so... But you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to eat, because it's getting late. All right. That has been the stream. Someone told Colin you rage quit Saint Slayer. No, I talked to Colin. I was on Sacred Symbols Plus less than a week ago, and we talked about it. And I said I didn't rage quit. But it just got to a point where I played it to level 5 and I really enjoyed it. And then it got to a point where it was clear to me that I probably was never going to be able to, if that was level 5, which it was, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get into this and keep going. But what I played, I liked. I'm not one of, a lot of people complain about the controls. I liked the controls of that game. I like the lore of the game. It was just too much for me. I'm not the kind of gamer that wants to struggle, consistently every level, because it's just too hard. So, Colin had mentioned on Sacred Symbols Plus that he was going to be meeting this week, with the developers and, talking about, he's not saying he wants to make it easier, but I was saying to him, I talked about this the other day. I said to him, I think the hitboxes are a little off on some of the projectiles, things like that. Or I think when you get hit and you flash, so you're invulnerable, that probably should be increased, the duration, because the knockback effect is so long that by the time you're done being knocked back, you've burned through about 90% of that flashing invulnerability aspect. Things like that, I think hopefully he'll take to heart and the team will take to heart, because I don't think that is intentional. I don't think they're like, oh yeah, we meant it to do that. Like who means to make collision hit volumes of tumbling bones through the air and go, you know what we'll do? We'll make it so that if the player avoids them visually, we'll still take damage from you, right? I don't think, you know. So anyway, so I'm very interested in watching that game and seeing kind of what they do with it and where it goes. But I do like a lot about it. The music's great too. All right, JSD, thank you, buddy. Thank you guys very much. Thank you all very much. And of course, let me make it delightfully clear that if you are interested in this wonderful service, it is called Retro Game Treasure. They have been providing us with all of these excellent games all week long. You can go on over there, and when you check out, type in Jaffe 10, you'll get 10% off your first month. You get to keep all the games. They're guaranteed to work. You fill out a very thorough form of the kind of games you already own, the kind of games you want, the systems you want them for. They go all the way back to the Atari 2600. And every month you will get not brand new old retro games in this beautiful pixel box right to your door. So please go on over there, give them a look. They will be sponsoring the stream next month as well. And instead of games that inspired God of War, we will be playing PS1 and PS2 games that are horror games that are underrated but still very cool. So it won't be the obvious, the Silent Hill 2s. It won't be the Resident Evils. It'll be some more unique things that may not be the world's very best horror games, but they do something neat and interesting that I think we should shine a light on and talk about a little bit. So that's happening. I'm back tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock California time on Locale Crypt, and I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with a proper Gabbin and Games. Be well, be safe. Anna G, thank you for modding and keeping us safe on these virtual streets. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.